Hello everybody, I'm Drake Hendry with SEG Warehouse, and today I'm here to talk about our new beMatrix compatible lightbox extrusion. So what's unique about this extrusion is it's 62 millimeters deep, so it's compatible with your typical beMatrix style framing system. It's also extruded with an M8 thread down the back side, so it's compatible with your standard beMatrix style hardware and bolts. So today I'm going to be demonstrating how to use our beMatrix extrusion to create a light box in an existing beMatrix frame. First, we'll start with a breakdown of what you'll get in a finished frame kit if you purchase it online. It'll come in a box, unpack it, this is what you'll get. So you'll have your hardware bag containing your build documents and any applicable hardware. You'll either get these M8 bolts that you can tighten by hand, or you'll get these saucer style bolts that inset into the frame that you actually need to use the tool with. Now it'll be one or the other, but the cool thing is that we provide a tool with every finished frame package that includes all the tooling or hardware that you would need in order to finish this job from start to finish. All right, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is grab our build document here, and on this side we have a label diagram. So this will show us how to assemble the frame. It also has a small diagram showing how the hardware functions. We'll go over that. So we'll start laying it out. The top left corner will start as G1. So we have G1 here, G1 here, that's our top left corner. We'll match G2 to G2, G3 to G3, 4 to 4. Now we'll take our hardware, and we need one of these brackets, one of these corner brackets in all 4 corners. And then you want to take your tool, pull out your 1/8 inch hex head driver bit. It's your smallest hex head driver bit that comes with this tool. This is what we'll use to put in our corner hardware. All right, so we'll start putting the hardware in now. The way that I like to do it, I like to put the hardware in the short side and then slide both sides in. Just like that. Now you want to line up your corners. There's a little bit of tolerance in the hardware so that you can line up your corners and get it just right. Then you want to tighten it with your 1/8 inch hex head drive. We'll do the same thing down here. Alright, so once all of your corner hardware is in place and your corners are lined up, you want to go around, check your labels on your light connections, and go ahead and connect them in. If you have any loose cables that you want to conceal or manage, we include some additional clips. We also include some additional thumb tabs in case the thumb tabs that come with the frame get misplaced or broken. All right, so once your corners are together, your cables are connected, we'll go ahead and throw in the fabrics, and then we'll get it up into the beMatrix frame. The first fabric that we're going to want to put on is actually the backer fabric. The purpose of this fabric is to obviously keep in the light so it doesn't just leak out the back. And then on top of that, the white fabric will help with light saturation and evenly spread that light throughout the light box. So in order to get this backer fabric in, we're going to go ahead and flip this frame over. There is a secondary SEG track on the back side of this extrusion to allow you to have a backer fabric. So as you can see, we got the backer fabric installed. We have opted to cut a hole in the bottom of our backer fabric to allow the power cord to exit the fabric instead of exiting the frame. You can always request that we put a hole in the frame with a grommet, or you can heat knife your own slice in the fabric. Before we put the front fabric on, we'll go ahead and run our power through our slice in our fabric, since we're not going to be able to get into it once the front fabric is on. Alright, so now we will install our backlit graphic and move on to testing the lights out. Alright, now that your backlit fabric is in place, we'll go ahead and test out the lights before moving it into the beMatrix frame. As you can see, lights appear to be working. Now we'll go ahead and put it up into the beMatrix frame. Alright, so now that we got the fabric in the frame, we've tested the lights, we know that everything's good to go. We'll start putting this up into the opening that we have in our beMatrix framing system, and we'll start fastening it into place. We're going to want to put our backer facing outward at this point, since this is the back side of the fabric. We have to leave at least one side exposed so that we can access these holes for a secure mounting to our frame. One nice thing about our backer is that we do offer a double white backer as well. We call it our MDK Pearl. And so what that does is this black rubberized side would be white. We'd flip that side inside the light box so that we could keep our illumination inside and still have a front lit print on this side. So if you're doing double-sided beMatrix frames with double-sided graphics, you can have a front-lit graphic on this side and a backlit graphic on this side. So now we'll put it up in and we'll start securing it into place. Alright, so now that we have put the frame up into place and we've placed the 4 bolts in the 4 corners, we'll take our 5mm hex drive bit and we'll start fastening those in and making them secure. Alright, and so now that this is securely fastened into place, we'll flip this around and we'll light it up. Alright, and there you have it. Simple lightbox solution for any of your beMatrix framing needs. This can be used for a variety of different applications. If you're interested in having one of your own, feel free to visit yscg.com and place your order with our online ordering system. Super simple. If you need help or a custom project, go ahead and contact us and we'll get you taken care of. This project could be used for a variety of different scenarios, in your home, in your office, as a temporary barrier. The only thing that I would say is be careful that someone doesn't come and try and take a book off of here, because it looks pretty real.